We feel like this project has now reached a point where it's ready for more public view. We've been doing a lot of community engagement, so the neighborhood is pretty well aware of this. There are a lot of stories to tell. There's a lot of partnerships here that you're going to hear about, and I think if nothing else, I hope you come away with the collaboration. So you've got all these folks who are really giving up silos and agreeing to work together to build one really cool place. So we're going to ask Shalisa to start, because this has been talked about for a long time, and really Shalisa's story, she helped galvanize the community around this and give it the momentum it needed to get to where we are.
About 4.5 years ago now, my son, Billy Ray, was 17. We're driving down Portland Avenue having a discussion, and he asked me, "Mom, how do you open a community center?" I'm a woman who works in insurance, so I have absolutely no idea. But he's a kid asking a question, and you got to figure out you got to give him some answer. So I say to him, well, maybe you can rent a gym and, hire some security guards or something. And so I'm just kind of throwing stuff out there. And then at some point I stopped and just said, wait a minute, why are you thinking about this? And he said, because, Mom, if you look around, there's nowhere for kids on the east side to go. For me, it was very much eye-opening because, you see the kids hanging out but never really connect the dots, I think. And that did it for me. And about 6 months later, he lost his life to gun violence. For whatever reason, in the midst of my shock, about 2-3 days after finding out that my baby was no longer coming home, community center popped in my head. And so I wrote about it in his obituary. I stood up at his funeral, talked about him, and said, he wanted a community center, we got to make it happen. And I walked off the stage.